what do you think ownership is?
And so right now we're waiting on a surprise guest.
Caleb Burns and his cat Marilyn Monroe.
No, this is what we're gonna do.
John, you already own that.
God's got some stuff in store for you.
A local man took a bicycle trip around the country
You just have to go through the process of gaining access to it.
welcome back.
Oh, and did I mention she's a cat?
Cats on sidewalks.
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, Tanya, John, they donated to my trip this morning to help me get the rest of the money that I needed to get across the SS Badger, which is in Manitowoc, which is where we're at right now. And so we pretty much have been aiming our sights this way the whole time. And I made a rookie mistake. I didn't do my research properly, and apparently the animals can't go into the cabin area. They have to stay in the vehicle or in provided kennels, which I don't know what that would look like, but knowing Marilyn, she is going to want to be with me during the crossing. So I thought I was going to be able to bring her in a bag on into the passenger area, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. The ferry takes off at 2 o'clock, so this might be a rim around Lake Michigan tour, ladies and gentlemen. Going up to the UP again and catching a ride across the bridge down into Michigan proper. So looks like Green Bay's on the dock for the day. So that's about 35 miles north and west of here. It's about 6:45 right now. I don't really need to catch the car ferry. We can keep riding and keep enjoying Wisconsin, and then get up into the UP and get some pasties, and then make our way the rest of the way across the country. So no car ferry because we want Marilyn to not be afraid. So we're gonna make the longer journey around. And so thanks for donating, John and Tanya. I'm going to use that to help me get around the lake. So, all right, let's go. All right, it's 7:41 a.m. There is 39 miles to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we did stay last year. We did both a news spot. Caleb, cue the news spot.
Time now for a story that is Positivity Wisconsin. He's a man on a mission, and he's passing through our neck of the woods. Caleb Wernz is riding his bike across the U.S. with his beloved feline friend, Marilyn Monroe, D on the end of that. That's his cat. The pair are on day 49 of the big trip across America. Wernz is recording his travels in a documentary, and get this is not even their first time.
Every tour I do gets better and better. This one, it feels like I'm a lot more all in on committing to my film dream and making film episodes on the road about my story.
Wernz and Marilyn have made the trip across the country 7 times before. He's documenting his journey on social media and says he's working on a documentary of his travels.
And we stayed at the Hampton Inn downtown. Literally, I slept out the night before. This was last year. I slept outside the night before, like 15 miles outside of town. And I was like, I'm going to Green Bay. Like, let me try calling the Hampton Inn. Called the Hampton Inn, cold call. Like, didn't even send them a letter. And the GM was like, I asked for discounted or complimentary stay. And he was like, yeah, we'll compliment you a room. And I went downtown and I went inside, and he just had the key already made up, and he just gave it to me, and then I just went up to my room. And so I called. Gratefully, there's a phone here I can call outbound, and so I called whoever was on duty at the time, Kristen, and I left a voicemail for Mike on his office voicemail, so he should be in like an hour. We got 39 miles to go. It should take about 4 hours, so told him I'll be there by noon, so I'm just gonna go straight to the Hampton Inn downtown, and I've got hope. Of course I've got hope. So we're gonna enjoy the ride and avoid the ferry. I don't think Marilyn would enjoy it that much, so we got time to enjoy America's Dairyland. There's a Pritz Tits. It's a Pritz Puss Tuts. Oh, it's the major Pritz Puss Tuts.
You know, on this channel, one thing that we care a lot about is the vibes. And the question we have to ruminate upon, kind of ask ourselves is, are the vibes intact? And today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to certainly tell you the vibes are indeed intact. We'll be riding this bad boy most of the rest of the way into Green Bay, Wisconsin, as we start to make our way around the perimeter of Lake Michigan. So, let's go. This is awesome. So, yeah, I'm on a bike path right now, and I hit a shaded section. And I thought, well, I might as well show y'all what I'm doing. So my relationship with the camera has kind of divulged. You know, I started making films when I was 9 years old, and I'm 34 now, so, you know, a quarter of a century in just such a short life too. My work is kind of becoming more like Picasso. Some of my friends are rolling their eyes in the sense of it's becoming minimal. I'm not like a super, you know, I'm flesh like everybody else. So of course, you know, I have my own, you know, pride tendencies. But in general, the reason why these episodes are the way they are, well, now I added that intro. I really thought for a while I wasn't going anywhere at all. And that effort I just gave in that portion of the song is because I just put myself in your living room. And I was like, they want to hear me actually sing. Not be annoying, but sing. So I got hope today. You know, that's been a huge theme of the bike trip. Suffering, producing perseverance and character and hope, which never fails. I've got hope today. Of course, I've stayed here before. We got a nice clean bike path. We're all in good spirits. And from Green Bay to New Hampshire, well, from New Hampshire to Green Bay last year, that took 45 days because you saw the news segment. So I guess if you're watching this, would you mind screen recording? Well, yeah. I don't know if putting the news clip in will get it taken down or not. Nonetheless, that's about how long it would take to get back to New Hampshire, about a month and a half. Which would put us there October 1st. So, of course, the last trick of the run is gotta be the best one. To me, this is like my skate video part for like bike touring, this whole series. It's like my version of King of the Road, which I'll end up doing eventually. $10 a.m. with 17 miles left to go in Denmark. Right by a golf course. Coming into Green Bay right now. I'm about 10 minutes away from the hotel. Beautiful ride. I'm gonna go in, see what's up. All right, I just got into the room. Yeah. Milk.
You may remember Caleb Burns and his cat Marilyn Monroe. Local 5 spoke with the documentary filmmaker last September when he was biking across the country with Marilyn by his side. Today, the two made their way through Green Bay again, now heading home to New England after documenting the trip.
Being able to ride on the bike and travel across the country slows down life and gives me the ability to be more for the people that I'm around. I'm vulnerable on the bicycle. It allows me to experience life in the way that life is going to happen to me. I don't really try to control it too much. I don't get to control it as much. And so memorable is tip of the iceberg. This is where life is exciting for me.
Burns has now made 9 trips across the country.